Alright guys, here we are. It's by Best Buy, by Dick's here in Richfield. This is the this bridge, this tunnel they built under 44 here. We're going to walk underneath it and walk back. On the other side is Bloomington's. Let's go. So it's got a pedestrian walk, so that means I can walk it. Or I can bike it. So it took forever for this to be done, and Best Buy is going to, people still work from home, I guess. I know Target up north is going to make people come to work, so here we are. I mean, it took forever for this thing to be built. So I did find a few more pedestrian bridges and a railroad bridge I want to go across on Highway 7. One Highway 7 I should have known about, and there's two on 394 and the railroad bridge. So this is the 13th day of September 2023. So yeah. So I think this mainly to keep the heat off of Penn Avenue. There used to be a McCarthy, a real good car dealership there. They took them out. So I get it, but I don't, you know. Now the MTC of this day, they might want to go on strike, I guess, on September here. I know the UAW wants to go on strike, and I get it. I was at Chick-fil-A today. It was like $13 for 2 chicken sandwiches and a pop, and I get it. But so it's strike. Here we go. So I don't feel like I'm trespassing when we actually have a sidewalk. So it's nice. But this is if you guys have seen the light rail that I've done. This is what they should have. They should have these buses running on that light rail. So on the other side of the bridge. Other side of this tunnel, bridge, there's a Chevy dealer over there too as well. So it looks nice. Hasn't got a lot of work. With Best Buy in the pandemic, a lot of people aren't working at Best Buy. Very big building they built. Yeah, it's a beautiful day here in September, the great state of Minnesota. It's actually 45 degrees this morning going to work for degrees, so I wore a jacket. So. But yeah, it's nice. I mean, you could sneak through here. No one's got to know if you had a car, if you had to get to the other side, because on the other side here is Southtown. They also, 76th Street now goes under 77 from Richfield over to by the airport stuff. They finally got that done. Should have been done when they did the Mega Mall. They finally got that done. So Richfield's getting a little more love. So I guess, I don't know, this got done like a year ago, but it just took forever to build this thing. The emergency box, obviously, if something goes wrong, push that button. I think it's always amazing for this camera up there. So, I mean, if they didn't have this, I wouldn't be walking in here but you can tell it's a sidewalk, so. The lights up here. We'll get over here to the Chevy dealer. But just seeing, I mean, they were, because now that Best Buy, you know, after the pandemic, no one works there. I mean, there are, but not like that parking lot. I pointed at the beginning of the video, was full of cars. I told you, Brooklyn Center up there, Brooklyn Park, Target's remodeling because they want everyone to come back. It's like, you know, companies I know, they're like, either come back or you're fired. That's the way it is. He was a gold sets a price. So this used to be Bennigan's restaurant. It's called Lucky 13. Bennigan's had a dance floor above the bar. I saw a restaurant for sale in Woodbury. I go to that platform. It'd be kind of cool to buy the restaurant. So here we are on the other end. That's 35W right over here. There's that Chevy dealer over here. Lucky 13 pub. So people can, from Best Buy, can walk over here. You can ride your bike across here. You can see there's Best Buy. That's 494 right there. They're doing a bunch of work over there. on the highway. They want to make it a so I think that was Looping, because Looping used to be over here. So they screwed him out of his lot. I'd say about 20 years ago. Nice man. So you can tell. Get on over to here, and I think a lot of the buses come across 82nd, and Lupien is over there. Southtown Kia is over there. You have the old Montgomery Ward's over there too as well. That's over there. They wanted to put a grocery store in there. I need to buy the building and have my own, like I said, my own sports school if they wanted. It's a building, right? So go over here now. Yeah, it used to be Bennigan's. Be one off of 394 too as well. So let's walk on the other side. I'm gonna kind of show you something different, you know. That was Montgomery. They call it Monkey Ward's. That building over there is long gone. It's a shame. Nothing been done. Southtown is the little sister to Southdale. So Southdale was one of the first malls in the country. Southdale was. There's a video on it. E-Diner, the guy called it. I'm like, you do a nice video on it, call it E-Diner. Like Shikapee, people can't pronounce Wayzata. So here comes a bus right here. So there he goes. He's cruising. There he goes, the orange bus. So we're cruising right along here. But it's too bad if they go on strike. So a couple friends of mine that work for them, so MTC. So we'll see what happens on that. They had one time last time. So Sue works at home, so it's not a big deal. Not all, well, she can. But yeah, I don't know. It's just something cool. I've always said bridges and tunnels are amazing. How they build them and all the technology goes into it. The engineering, I think it's cool as hell. So, there's a guy that was there's garbage right here like that. Well, that throwing their garbage around. I think it's amazing how they build stuff, especially bridges. What was it? What was the big dig in Boston? Remember that? That took forever, leaking. When I get around to it, I want to go walk down the rest of the Green Line. They went underground instead of above ground because they didn't want to piss off the white folk. You know, so it's leaking. They're having problems. So I guess if you needed to get out from the hail, you could drive under here. So I was just in Bloomington, now I'm heading back in Richfield. So Richfield's a nice little town. Right in the flight plan of a lovely and talented airport. So people piss and moan, but I always say, what was there first? The airport? It's like a railroad track, you know? But, yeah. Probably call this the Best Buy the Best Buy bus tunnel under 494. That's what we'll call it. No trash. Keep our pigs. So yeah. Good to see a bus actually use it. I understand why they built it, but it's a shame it doesn't get used very much. I mean, I guess if you really want to sneak through with a car, you probably could. You know, if you really had to. No one would know. You do it once maybe, but you know, twice will get you. So anyways, there's Dick's. That used to be the guy who owned the Wild. Used to be his building. I can't remember what it was called. What the building was. He made money at advertising. The original guy who owned the Minnesota Wild. You look up his last name. That was the name of his advertising. That was his home office right there. So, what his name was. He's the reason why we have the Wild. So I don't care what Norm Coleman says. I have Norm Coleman on my Deadpool. So yeah, all right, little tour. He said Best Buy's got 3 big ass rooms, buildings. I guess they got I told they have child care in the whole 9 yards. So You do see some people working there. But anyways, over here is they're expensive as hell, Dick's. They're expensive. So anyways, so let's head on back to the car and let's go over to Highway 7, do some videoing. So, all right, guys. Hope you had a good winter. I know I did. So, we'll see you guys on the next one. Okay? Yeah, they're working. They're working over here. You can tell the bridge over here. See it over there? They're redoing the whole highway over here. So, there's another bus came through. That's a parking lot. Anyways, guys, we'll see you in the next one, okay?